YouTube! ¿Qué pasa? Welcome back to another solo leveling video on my channel. Now, as you guys know me, I am starting to do these kind of guides on how to clear specific chapters. And I've just now managed to clear chapter 14, chapter 13. And let me tell you this. It was actually, in my opinion, the hardest chapter as of yet. Like, literally, I found this chapter so hard, especially the last boss, like facing that fat dude. He was very, very annoying, right? This guy was very annoying. Now, one thing right from the get go, the entire chapter has water weakness, right? So, if you're like me and you're lacking any SSR water units, it's going to be a hard time. It's going to be a tough time clearing this, right? Nevertheless, I've managed to clear the entire chapter, and that with being under-leveled, right? So on the last chapter, I'm just under 15k lower than recommended, right? So how did I manage to clear this entire chapter with the entire time being under-leveled, right? Well, in terms of battle power anyways. Right, so first up, the chapters or the stages up until the last boss weren't really that hard, except the before the last one, right? So the one before the last boss, this one was actually a bit annoying, but it was actually doable, right? But at the end, he was actually doable. Now, what you need to watch out for on this chapter is, again, as I said, if you're lacking any, now let me quickly switch to my hunters, right? If you're lacking any SSR water hunters, it's gonna be hard. So obviously you could opt in to choose some SR water hunters, which should probably get the job somehow done also. However, yeah, it's not going to be an easy one, right? So yeah, that was my problem. So I was stuck with using hunters which aren't of water element, so I couldn't make use of any advantage in terms of water element damage, right? So what I did is, first up, I went to Song Jinwoo. Again, as always, I've chosen the skills where I have the corresponding water runes available, right? So when I go to skills, I have the water rune for the multi-strike, and I have the water rune for the vertical art. And these two actually did the job very well, especially the vertical art. I love that skill. Like, it basically, as you can see, it makes you jump back, throw like an axe on the floor. It's a very nice skill to use. Now, I would have preferred to use my death stance and my armor break again. However, again, yeah, I didn't have the water runes for neither of them, so it wouldn't have been ideal to use them. So that's the first thing you need to do, is make sure you use skills where you have the corresponding water runes. Next up, blessing stones. If you have this stone, the weakness detection, put it on. Let me tell you this. This one increases your damage dealt to targets that have elemental weaknesses, increases by 8%, right? So you're doing 8% more damage if you're attacking the enemy with elemental weakness. Hence, you're attacking the final boss with water element, and that's what you will be needing in order to deal a bit more damage, right? So next up, what I did is I've equipped my strongest weapons, right? So I've equipped 2 dark elemental weapons. I don't unfortunately have any SSR water type weapons. Yes, I could have used something like this. However, the damage would be substantially lower, even though it has elemental advantage, right? So that wouldn't have helped as much, right? So those are the things you gotta watch out for with Jingwu. As for artifacts, I didn't really do much yet with artifacts. I'm kind of keeping myself back up until I get everything I want in terms of the right artifact set. So that's gonna be an entire chapter on its own to farm everything once I've basically gotten there. Anyways, that's as far as it goes for Sung Jingwu. As for the hunter setup, I've used, where is it? No, there is. I've used Cha Hai-in. She was one of the hunters and I've used. And then, yes, I've used my 2 fire hunters. Why did I use Choi Jong-in and Emma? Because they're actually the ones that doing the most damage from all of my hunters at the moment. and they actually served me very well in this task, right? So in the last stage, in the boss stage of chapter 13, they actually did the job. And the funny thing is, the last boss doesn't have a fire resistance, right? So he's not resistant to fire, but he's not weak to fire. So you can basically attack him neutrally with any element, really, because there is no resistance. So that's at least somewhat of a good thing to know, right? So what do you need to look out for when fighting this guy, right? So let's jump into this. Now, I'm not going to be trying to clear it again. That was literally a sweaty run. Like, I've did it on the second try, and on my second try, I've finished him in, yeah, I've had like 0. No, I've had, what did I have left? I think I had like 12 or 13 seconds left to clear, right? And I've basically managed to pull it off with an ultimate skill right at the end. Like, the boss was down. The thing about that boss, like, yeah, he is he is a fat guy. And let's activate the story, because the intro is actually fun to look at. Now, he's a fat something, and the thing is, right from the get-go, he does an attack where he basically jumps at you. And if you want to have the perfect start into this fight, you need to get your timing right on that first attack. You need to dodge. That's very important, because if you dodge on the first attack, you have chances of inflicting break early on in the match. And that's what happened in my case. I was able to inflict break early on in the match and basically progress from then on. And that was basically, and I'm telling you this, if you don't manage to get that first dodge. Now I'm going to show you what he does. I'm probably not going to get it now, but anyways, if you don't manage to get that first dodge right from the get-go, I would advise you actually to go ahead and yeah, that's it. I got it right. And this one, as you can see, I've managed to get a break on the run where I've actually managed to clear it, right? So if you don't manage to get that first break, I would actually advise you to go ahead and reset the match, because he has a lot of HP and he has high defense. When he does this skill, go to the inner circle once he does the first circle and basically chill there. That's the second attack he keeps doing. After that, he keeps swing around with his club, try to avoid it, and then basically move in. Try to stay close to him, but he will be doing a kind of spinning kind of thing also. And yeah, I messed this run up anyways. But he will be doing like a kind of spinning attack also at one stage, where he just swings around with his club. And even if you avoid him, yeah, that's it. Even if you avoid him, he will still hit you. As you can see, we still have been hit there. That's one thing to look out for. Then he does a couple of jumps in between. Just get your timing right and try to avoid him at all times. And do try always to attack him straight up, right? When you have your shadows ready, try to get him activated directly. And yeah, that's the entire thing. Like, there is nothing special about trying to fight this guy. When you have your special, you could either opt in to save it up until you get, if you even get a special a heavy armor break, right? Or you could just use it immediately. Now, I was able to pull 2 multis off in this fight, and oh yeah, we got an armor break. Yeah, I should have saved my ult. Anyways, I was able to pull 2 multis off in this fight, and actually the second one helped me win the match, right? So yeah, this one, yeah, he's got me on the ropes now. But we're down to 33. We may be able to still pull this off on this one. I don't know. Yeah, we got the dodge. Nice. Probably not going to be able to do it this time, but it doesn't matter. I've cleared it the first time, and that's enough for me, guys. But yeah, I'm just sharing with you guys what I basically did the first time around. I was able to clear this, and my strategy being, yeah, that's it. We got the dodge. Very nice. Very, very good. That was actually a crucial dodge. Now, skill activated. Boom. Nice. We have another dodge. Another one. Nice. Can we get another shadow sneak in there? Yeah, we got one. Bro, we might be able to pull this off again. Come on. No, we died. No. Unfortunate. I was just going to press it and the meteorite hit me. Anyways, let's get out of this one. So from what you can see is this fight is actually annoying. Like it was so annoying. Like the first fight, I don't even know if it was pure beginner's luck, clearing it, being underpowered, right, on the second try, or if it was just pure skill. I don't even want to go that route, right? But as you've seen, that boss is very annoying, and in my opinion, he dishes out the most amount of damage and is the most annoying enemy to fight in the story mode as of yet. Even Igris and Baruka were easy compared to this fat guy because he's got so much HP, and when he attacks you and if he hits you, he takes away so much health. Like, it is ridiculous, like literally ridiculous. If you don't time your extreme evasions right, and if you don't time your multis right, you're going to be having a hard time against this guy, especially like me if you're lacking any water SSR units, right? Anyways, I'm hoping this video helped you guys somewhat prepare yourself for this last boss of stage 13. He is very much doable. It might take you a couple of tries. Even if you're under leveled, again, you should be able to pull this off. But yeah, I've managed to pull it off, so I'm pretty sure everyone else out there would also be able to do it. As always, thanks for tuning in, and drop a comment down below. Let me know where you are at the story at the moment. And if you do need any assistance for any story chapter, then do hit me up. If you want to join my Discord server, we are in there discussing and having fun with the game and everything. So if you need any a community which is active and stuff like that, then do consider joining if you want to. Link is down below in the video description. As always, thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Until next time.